Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, elders, great millstone. Much respect to you, brothers, laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I know some of you brothers and sisters have already seen this. I seen this yesterday, and the Spirit jumped on me to do a lesson regarding it, but it's more Esau being Esau, man. A blatant liar. Matter of fact, let's get that first. Okay? This is what this guy does. You know, the Lord gave him really two gifts: the gifts of the sword, all right, and the gift to deceive, right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 53 and verse 3. It reads, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born," speaking lies. In other words, man, as soon as this devil, get established, he's speaking lies, all right? His words are coming out are untruthful. They're forger of lies. Like it says in Job 14, matter of fact, let's just go get it, all right? Instead of quoting it, let's get it. It's always good to read it. Job chapter 14 and is that what I want? Forges of lies. One second. It's like it 13. Job 13 and 4, not 14. This is Job chapter 13 and verse 4. "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." And that's all Esau do, is tell lies, man. All right? There's nothing truthful that comes out this man's mouth, okay? He'll give you one truth and two lies. So the whole statement that he makes is a lie, all right? Let's listen to this guy.
There's this whole debate about the MAOA gene, which is like this gene that black Africans have, it's like a proclivity to violence that they have.
MAOA gene.
Yeah. I recommend.
That's some shit Esau made up, man. MAOA gene, right? That he says makes so-called Negroes prone to violence. Well, who is the most violent man on this planet Earth, man? All right, we can come back to your humble beginnings. But let's play some more of the video.
People Google it and do their own research. It's like a big debate about whether or not, but basically, like what it is it's, if you think about kind of white European Asian ancestors as we kind of moved out of Africa, like aggression and violence was kind of less necessary because we were like farmers and stuff.
Oh,
right?
God.
What? What? Hold up. And you see, look how red this devil is, man. Curtain's red, and this devil is red. He's just sitting there lying his ass off.
I recommend people Google it and do their own research. It's like a big debate about whether or not, but basically, like what it is it's, if you think about kind of white European Asian ancestors as we kind of moved out of Africa,
well, let's look at the white European track record, right? Real quick. Let's see. That's why the Lord said, "Never trust your enemy, for like his iron wrestle, so is his wickedness." I got some information. All right. Who's prone to violence? The Indian Removal Act, right? It says, matter of fact, let's click on it, which is referred to as what? The Trail of Tears, amongst other things, man. Where you gave the natives, all right, the so-called Indians, or the tribe of Gad, tribe of Reuben, all right, you gave them smallpox blankets, man. Is that not violence? Is that not prone to violence? Is that not evil? Okay, the Indian Removal Act was signed into law on May 28th, 1830. And that's another thing. This devil's going to sign in the law, all right, to come down on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans again. It says by United States President Andrew Jackson, the law authorized the president to negotiate with Southern, right, including Mid-Atlantic Native American tribes for their removal to federal territory west of the Mississippi River. And the scriptures tell you, even they hold one treaty, man. All right, these devils didn't hold one treaty. So whatever he was so-called negotiating, all right, was lies. And the brother just put up a lesson. Critical race theory is really critical race facts, and that's another thing this guy's running from. Critical race facts. You see, it says Native American tribes for their removal to federal territory west of the Mississippi River in exchange for white settlement of their ancestral lands. See that? This devil removed landmarks. All right, the Lord told us don't do that, man. He told us don't remove people out of the land. Matter of fact, I believe I have that queued up real quick. Is it Habakkuk, chapter 2, and let's see. Let's see if we can get it real quick. That's what this devil did. Matter of fact, let's open a new tab and get it in Micah. Because what he did, he covered fields and take it by violence. Who's the violent man? Right? Golly, this devil is really, he's losing it. And you see his power structure is failing. I think it's Micah 2. Now why is that down? Okay. Alright, Esau. We're gonna get it anyway. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. You see that horn? Hey, they work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. They covet fields and take them by violence. Who is the violent man? Who is prone to violence? They cover fields and take them by violence and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. See that? It says, therefore, no, we ain't got to get that. Because that's going into the judgment, which soon is coming for Esau, man. All right? Because of his unrighteous dealings. Okay? Let's go back. Let's listen to it again.
There's this whole debate about the MAOA gene, which is like this gene that black Africans have, like it's like a proclivity to violence that they have.
MAOA gene.
Yeah. I recommend people Google it and do their own research. It's like a big debate about whether or not, but basically like what it is it's, if you think about like, kind of white European, Asian ancestors as we kind of moved out of Africa, like aggression and violence was kind of less necessary because we were like,
what this nigga just say? Aggression and violence was less necessary? But then the Lord give you the sword. Let's go back to the humble beginnings, man. All right, we're going to expose you, Esau. You're not going to get any rest here in America. We're going to keep bringing up your ill dealings. All right? Point blank, period. Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39, because you were given a great sword, all right, to take peace from the earth. That's violence, man. What are you talking about? Let's see, this damn devil, he's totally gone, man. All right, there's no more wisdom in teaming. Okay, their rhetoric, their so-called wisdom is gone. Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. Yeah, they have all the best prime real estate, all right, on the earth. It says, verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. Matter of fact, I want to get where that prop was there. Yep. And by thy sword shalt thou live. Genesis 27 and 40. So that's what Esau lives by, the sword, man. All right, not holding to any treaties. All right, constantly, going to war. And matter of fact, let's continue to read this, and we'll get some more information. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And when it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Yeah, and that's what's going on now. This devil is in dominion. All right, he is breaking off the yoke, and we're not now in his captivity, right? And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, in his mind, the days of mourning for my father is at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So let's go back to this information, okay? So you were given a great sword, okay? Indian Removal Act. You didn't keep any of these treaties. The so-called place where the Native Americans supposed to be removed is Oklahoma, man. At one point in time, it was called so-called Indian territory. All right, signed in by law, man. All right, this is what these devils do. Oh man, well let's just go into recent history, man. Black Wall Street. Who was more prone to violence, man? Okay, lynchings, hangings. All right, these various cities underwater. Who is more prone to violence? Okay, this is the damn devil that the Bible speak of, man. All right, now the brother our room first brought this information up to me. I have actually updated, numbers. All right, where America, all right, has been at war 225 of the 243 years since 1776. Since this place was established as a nation, man, they've been at war over 90%. Who was more prone to violence, you goddamn devil? Who was more prone to rape, rob, and murder? Huh? Who is it? Let's go back to this video, man. You see these weak. That's how you know it was the Lord of hosts, man. Look who over us. Look who over us. That's how you know that the Lord of hosts did this to us, man. This devil is plainly not an alpha male, okay? And he need that sword to live. He gotta have it.
There's this whole debate about the MAOA gene, which is like this gene that black Africans have, like it's like a proclivity to violence that they have.
MAOA gene.
Yeah. I recommend people Google it and do their own research. It's like a big debate about whether or not, but basically like what it is it's, if you think about like, kind of white European, Asian ancestors as we kind of moved out of Africa, like aggression and violence was kind of less necessary because we're.
What? Less necessary because we were farmers. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse representing power that was red. That was red. You see? And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. You see that? So who's more prone to violence? Who bomb various countries if they don't agree to your democracy? Who's more prone to violence? Esau. You see? Sirach, chapter 10. And yeah, let's start at 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. You see? And again, it's the Lord that gave this devil this great sword to take peace from the earth. In the hand of the Most High is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Let's jump down. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. You see? This kingdom is going to be translated because of what? Unrighteous dealings. What is the unrighteous dealing we just looked at? The so-called Indian Removal Act, the Trail of Tears, man. What are other ones? All right, slavery. Okay, redlining, Jim Crow laws. That's Esau at its finest with violence. So what is this guy talking about, man? Right? Back to Habakkuk, chapter 2, and let's start at verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. And that's what we're seeing. The knowledge of the Lord is filling the earth. And that's why this devil is no longer able to hide himself. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. And that's what you're seeing, man. This guy is really ashamed of his past, man. So anything that he can do to put it off on somebody else, Esau does that. It's not my fault. It's humankind. It's mankind that destroyed the earth. There's all these places. Now it's you, Esau, because you're the one in power. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also. Let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. That's why this guy talking about some made-up gene, man. Trying to say the so-called Negroes are prone to violence. Right? When you are the most violent, wickedest man on the planet Earth. You see? Psalms, chapter 140. We'll start at the top. Right? Prayer for protection against the wicked. Who is Esau Edom? All right, Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. All right, the wicked were given a great sword to take peace from the earth. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Who was the wicked? Malachi 1:4. All right, Psalms 140:1. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. You see? Esau Edom, which imaginative mischiefs in his heart. You see that? We just read that. And Micah, okay, which imaginative mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. You see? Continually. And how do they get gathered to war? By doing it by legislation. Oh, the conquistadors. They wrote a law in Spanish, knowing that the Native Americans, all right, so-called Native Americans, all right, could not read this, and they established it as law and went to killing the so-called Native Americans, man. This is what this devil do. See, they have sharpened their tongues. See that? They have sharpened their tongues going into the laws and legislation like a serpent. Adderless poison is under their lips. Selah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. See that? None other than Esau Edom, the so-called white man. The violent man. Okay? Took peace from the earth. So what is this guy talking about, man? Okay, what is this guy talking about? United States have been at war 225 of the 243 years since 1776. So what is this guy talking about? More rhetoric from a lying devil, man. That's it. That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory from Yahawah. So like I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming next you with another lesson. Till the next time I say, Shalom.